Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. These are mods for Friday, the 9th of September. We do have some updates as well. The map Sosnovka by Puma145 has returned and has been fixed. The construction map by the Lort has also had an update. This one does say added precision farming compatibility. Now, Sosnovka doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not, but this one says a new save game is only required if you plan to play with Precision Farming DLC. So if you update the construction map, that's only really if you're going to do precision farming. So if you've updated it, you're not going to do precision farming, you don't need a new save game. If you've updated it and you are doing precision farming, you're going to need a new save game. The MefiuFs 76, 77, 87 series by KRKZ Modding, the Steyr Profi by Austria Modding, and the MefiuFs 9407S by KRKZ Modding have all had updates. In front of me, we have got the John Deere pickup pack by MefiuFs, 0.98 megabytes download, 2 slots each. There's 2 here in the pack. There's a 900 kilo and I want to say an 1120, but then it goes up from there. So you've got the main weight, then you've got a frame around the back with additional, I think they call them suitcase weights, don't they? Because the handle's on the top, that can be added on, or briefcase weights, probably suitcase because they're quite heavy. On top of that, these you'll find underweights. A 911.50, not 1120. They're 2 slots each and then come down to 1. Options the same on both, but the weights are slightly different. So we've got a 900 kilo going all the way up to an 1800. Yep, was the highest you go. Main color does the main weight. Design color does the frame. And then extension color does the weights to go with it. The options are the same on this one. The only difference is the weights starts at 1150 and goes all the way up to 2050. There we go. John Deere pickup pack by MefiuFs. Very nice. Behind that, we've got this. This is the corner shed by Farmerfivetom. 33.92 megabytes download. There are 2 in this pack. There's a standard one, which is 53 slots and 100,000 to buy. And then there's one over the back there that's got solar panels and it's got an electric charge station inside it as well. That's 55 slots and 152,000. Each of these does have a workshop trigger inside. The slot count's high because of the level of detail. Now this is based off the FS19 giant software corner shed, and it does say in the description about whether you ever wondered what it might look inside, because the standard Giants one, you couldn't go inside it. It was just a kind of decorative object. So it's been revamped and done to be used, really. So the standard one, drive through this section. That one's got a larger door, but the one at the back is slightly smaller. So, I mean, technically you could be drive through if you wanted to. Light switch is just here. Put our lights on and off. Storage whatever you want in here. There's no option anywhere for removing any of this. Sometimes you get barns and mods where you've got a little button you can press and you can remove items, but these I think are fixed in place. And if we come round into this side, as I said, we've got workshop trigger. The trigger comes up in quite a lot of places. There we go. Workshop options there. I was finding it. Oh, there you go. Here as well. So you've got to bring vehicles in. That's the only downside, I would say. If you've got larger vehicles, you've got to take them inside for that to work. I'm just trying to see if it will work down this side as well. No. Oh, hang on. Right at the back there. Potentially you could. If you can get a larger vehicle in here, that might work. Then we've got a hayloft upstairs. The hayloft I'll show you in the other one. It's exactly the same. Difference between the two, like I say, is the solar panels. That's been modernised ever so slightly. Lighting is exactly the same in this side. But this is where the charge station is, because we've got solar panels on the roof. So if you've got anything using electricity, you can use that. The workshop trigger is just the same in here. Now, if you have gone for the one with solar panels, it pays out sure it says 504 a month. It's not a huge amount of money. And what you actually earn from the solar panels, I think half of it or a chunk of it goes on daily maintenance costs. But, you know, it covers the fact you've got a charging station in there as well, I suppose, when you look at it like that. Hayloft upstairs. Oh, I couldn't get this door to open. But if you notice, the workshop trigger works up here, which is interesting. Light switch just over this side. Do they go on? Oh, yeah, just there. That doesn't do anything. I thought that might be a lift, but that's just a sort of roofing bit from down below. There's a little bit of space there. Yeah, I couldn't get this to open, which was interesting. It looked like it should. But you've got a nice wide open space there for putting bales up in here, if you should choose to do so. We go down the stairs and back out. We have got in both in this little room at the back as well. Again, storage if you've got... I know, because a lot of people say, what's the point? But if you've got things like, because there are spades and forks and various different mods, and there are bags like you can carry by hand, there's bucket mods and all sorts of things that you can use, storage like that, the perfect thing for it. So you find both of these under build mode and sheds. So the standard one, 100 grand, as I said, slot count will come down to 3. The one with solar panels, 152,000, slot count will come down to 3. Yeah, 504 per month is what it will pay out for the solar panels. So not a huge amount of money, but enough to cover the cost of it. So, yeah, not too bad at all. Nicely detailed. Couple of sheds from Farmerfivetom. Next, we've got these. This is the hydraulic posts. I'm not going to use the word. 2 times I've had mod reviews demonetized for use of inappropriate language and things. One was using the word KUHN, which is the manufacturer name, and we've had the debate. I'm not going to go into it, but it got demonetized. The other one was when I was reviewing a set of these, BOLLARDS, and I said that word, and I can only assume they thought I meant something else. So I'm not going to say the word. We're going to say hydraulic posts by NYKK3, 1.61 megabytes download. These are 1 slot each. Now, I will say this. We've got automatic and we've got standard. But I'll need to clarify something on that. The standard ones are in the ground already. When you come up to them, you can raise and lower them. Lovely. We've got a single, I think it's a single, triple and a 5. Then the automatic single, triple and 5. I'll show you again in a second. But here's the thing. The ones that say automatic, when you drive up to them, they're not automatic. What it means by automatic is they're timed, I think is what it should say, but they're automatic on a timer. So at 9 PM, the posts will rise and they won't then go back down again until 8 AM, is what it says. So that's the automatic side of it. It's for putting across shop fronts and stuff like that, I suppose, to stop you accessing if you wanted to. But these will work the same as the other ones. When you place them, these ones are up already. They can be done manually, but they will raise and lower at those times to block off an area. You'll find them under build mode, under decoration, others. So we've got the single standard, triple standard, and 5. Then we've got the automatic. There you go, it says at the bottom. It opens 9 PM, closes at 8 AM, can be activated manually. So, if I was going to put down, for example, oh, we've done the 3, haven't we? Let's do a single one. That's a single standard, and that's the single automatic. So you can see a difference between the two when you place them. Standard arrives down, that one arrives up. That's basically all there is to it, really. So that's the hydraulic posts by NYKK3, which brings me on to the last of the mods for Friday. It's all the way over there. And it's this. This is the Grimme GL430. This is by Dutch Modding Inc. 9.74 megabytes download. 13 slots on console for the potato planter. And then we've got this that comes with it. This comes under spaders. So this is the Farmax. I've forgotten the name of it. of course, typically I didn't write that one down. It's 300. The Farmax DRP 300 that comes in the pack. Now you don't have to use that, but that's a spader, acts as a plough, subsoiler, that kind of thing. So you can run it just as it is, but you have to have a field that's already cultivated because that's not a direct drill. Or in this configuration, you can run it with this that comes in the pack, so you can subsoil plough ahead of running that, which is pretty cool. We've got a couple of options on the back for your troughs and peaks. Words are failing me today, I'm not quite sure why. If we go to potato technology to start off with, so we've got the standard GL420 there. This is a 430, so it's a slightly different design and a larger capacity. That's only 2,665, and it's not as big as the 860 compactor. But if we go on to the end there, the GL430 is a 4,000 litre capacity, so not a bad size, to be fair. 3 metres wide. Slot count will come down from 13 to 1. So we've got standard design, just comes like that. But on the back of it, you can have a cage roller or a shaping board. Now it will work without, but those just add a bit more immersion on. Then you've got attacher type standard, so it'll run like that with any machine. Farmax combination, which gives you the option to put that Farmax DRP 300 in front of it or back again. So that's that. Only requires 95 horsepower, so not too bad. However, if you go for the addition of, we go to spaders, go to the end there, the DRP 300 Perfect Grimme edition. That's 6 slots, 3 meters wide. So that's 6 slots comes down to 1, and that requires 100 horsepower. It does say if you run it combined, you need to be looking at 200 plus. It says 200 plus horsepower is recommended. With this one, you've got attacher type standard, so that will go 3-point link. You can run it. You can have a 3-point on the back, so you can run it with something else behind it. It doesn't have to be the Grimme, or that, which gives you the Grimme combination, and it adds an attacher so you can put it with what we're going to do now. So what we'll do is we will run it just as is on a patch of ground that has been cultivated already. Unfold it. There we go. Lower it, turn it on, and we're going along quite happily planting our potatoes. Lovely. So what we'll need to do is turn it off. Just disconnect that a second. Hook up to the DRP 300. And when we back up, it should give us the option to attach, like so. So then we do that. Turn on spader. Lower spader. Go to the back. Turn that on. So as we're running forward, there we go. So the front piece of machinery is doing our subsoiling, spading, and the rear piece. Now bearing in mind, I think it's the tyres on this mod, I'm not going to lie, but this one is the Unreal edition. That's got 800 plus horsepower, and I'm getting a bit of wheel slip, I'm not going to lie. Interesting that it's doing that though. But that's a nice combination, right? Pretty cool. Obviously you want to stay as straight as you can because it's kind of going all over the place at the moment, but... And that's it for the mods for Friday the 9th of September, finishing with the Grimme GL430 by Dutch Modding Inc. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.